Well, it's been a while since did any filming, but it's really coming together. You can see we've got customers across the site. It's been the busiest time of year, but I've been really rushing to get this building further along, and it's getting there. So I've got the roof on. It's just conventional zinc tin, galvanized. The cladding is pretty much on. This is 14mm tongue and groove. It's not cheap stuff, so that should last. It's going to get a stain on it to preserve it as well. You can see the windows are in, all recycled. The door's in, but I need to take that whole thing out because I've made a little mistake. But I have managed to get the door open with the help of WD-40. Amazing stuff. But yeah, when I put it in, I hadn't allowed for the fact that I'm going to have obviously a plywood floor on, and that's going to lift it up a good wedge. So I'll have to take the whole frame out and put it back in, but I've actually got a little bit of a gap at the top there, so that's not a problem. So that's just a job to do. I also need to do a little bit of work on the latch because it's not quite catching, and I don't want it to blow open in high winds. So yeah, that's coming together. I've got a few more windows to go in here, but the ones I originally got for it turns out aren't suitable. They've actually blown the sealed units and the double glazing. So I got some more yesterday that I picked up for free. Someone very kindly donated them, which are triple glazed windows, and I'm keeping most of them for doing a job on the toilet block behind me, but a couple of them are going to go in here. So there'll be 2 windows going in here sometime the next couple of days, and then you can see I just need to put a little bit more framing in, sorry, bit more cladding in a few places, and around these windows and up the top there, and it's pretty much there, other than a few little spots like this, but that's pretty minimal to get that fixed in. And then there's the floor, and I'm going to have to fill in around the edges where the gaps are. I got some cheap plywood that came out of a part of this trailer, so that's not going to cost me anything, just to give me a solid base that then I can fill the void with insulation before putting the plywood floor on, which, yeah, strictly speaking isn't necessary. I could just put the plywood floor straight on this, but really I'm not putting insulation into the walls because they're not being clad on the inside. We do get a fair amount of second-hand materials, so yeah, as we get more insulation, I'll be able to do little panels one at a time, and get it insulated in and make it a bit warmer. But in the meantime, in winter, you can cope without all that, especially if you're cooking, but you need to have a warm floor, because if your feet are cold, it's miserable, and if you're standing on a cold floor, you're going to have cold feet. So that's as far as we're going with the insulation, but it's really coming together. Oops, nearly went. I'm really pleased with it. So that's the next job today, is to just put in that section. It's surprising how much material it takes, and currently in the UK, timber is not cheap, but still I'm quite pleased with the budget on the building so far. It's going to come in reasonably cheaply, and you can see it's still mobile, still sitting on the trailer. These are just for stability, so when we've got 40-50 mile-an-hour winds in winter, I haven't got to worry about the building going over, and which it would probably survive. I mean, it's really strong. You can see how robustly built it is. There's not many shortcuts been taken in terms of the strength of materials, but it can still be moved. I could just bring the van in, hitch it up, and away. So I'm finally at the point of starting to get the floor down. I've completely finished the subfloor, and I'm starting to use this recycled insulation. This is Celotex. It's really horrible stuff. Environmentally, it's got a huge impact. But this is scraps that would have gone to landfill unless they were used. So yeah, we don't buy this stuff brand new, but you can see all the little bits that it's assembled from. So yeah, the damage has already been done. The stuff's already been produced, so at least we can use it here. Right, next step is to get this panel onto here. It's been a while since I did any filming on this building. It's like there's 1,000 jobs always to be done. But finally this spring I got round to finishing the tiny house, which currently is being used as a cook shelter. So that's it finished. We've got some chairs in here. We've got these nice worktops. Now these are Caithness stone. These were originally fencing on the croft when we came in. We've used them for all sorts of stuff. These are some of the offcuts that have just been trimmed up, and now they're being used as worktops in here because they're going to be used for cooking on. It's nice for people to be able to, come in, do some cooking and not worry about scorching it. If there's any sort of table other than stainless steel, you've always got the concern of scorching. And I don't know, stainless steel's fairly clinical. It's amazing in a restaurant, but yeah, that's not really the sort of environment that we're after. So, and we've also got a lot of the uprights have been made from just driftwood, and all the support is all scraps and all the rest of it. So it's pretty much been fitted out by leftovers from other jobs. The chairs we already had from the building we're currently using as a cook shelter. And yeah, that's it finished. So you can see just what the views are like. I mean, your horizon all the way around. You can see about 2.5 miles of loch. Very, very cool. Anyway, that's the tiny house finished.